Good morning. Good morning, guys.
Y'all ready for an incredible 2 days? Oh my goodness, I think everybody's jet lagged. Y'all ready for a couple of powerful 2 days? Love it. It's good to see you guys, and I'll tell you, we're going to share some incredible information today and tomorrow. I think that everyone here knows that D.ai.sy is a project in a community that is committed to finishing what we started every single time, and we don't stop until we do. And how many of y'all know we're going to take this thing to $1 billion and beyond this year, and how many of y'all ready for it?
Oh, yeah. Thank you guys for coming. This is going to be a really fulfilled event. I just want to mention something. All those seats you're sitting on, they actually have timer on it. So there's 6-hour event, right? So if you missed 30 minutes in a day, your share from the pool starts decreasing. It's really important. It's kind of like mining. So you're mining your shares on your chair. Don't get up.
You have to be staked.
I'm joking. I like to joke, but
Should we tell them about the shocker if they fall asleep? It electrocutes them.
So it's going to be really informal and a lot of information, so try to stay through everything. So that's why we got comfortable chairs, so you don't have to go there. And we have no chairs there, so you don't want to go there. You want to stay here.
Hello, guys. Thank you for coming. It's been so many languages that we've been talking in the last 30 minutes. So many people come up, speak Japanese, German, French, Russian. It's incredible. When Edward started to talk about the seats, I thought you would say that all the seats are VIP seats.
They are all VIP
because
seats.
Every person here is VIP, that's for sure.
We got phenomenal feedback. Do you guys like the seats? We love the seats. So we prepared this for you, and so that everybody feels VIP, because everybody is VIP in our community. And we are ready to start and rock today and tomorrow for a couple days.
I love it. One of the leaders came and said, we've never been to an event where we get to sit in couches. They said, how much did this cost? I said, well, the seats were more than the tickets, and that's true.
Yeah. Just the one seat is more than that.
But we know how important this event is, and we know that this event, and more than this event, the people that are here, you, this group of leaders, this is the future of D.ai.sy, and we know that. And so this weekend, this next 2 days is for you, and it's for you to take everything to the next level. I was talking to another leader, Avi, earlier. I said, man, what's your goal this year in D.ai.sy? And he said, you know, my goal is a minimum of $1 million a month in D.ai.sy. And we're going to see just incredible things happen from this event. So thank you guys all for being here. We love you guys. All right, so it's weird being up here on a big stage like this. I might walk down on the floor at some point, so we'll see how that goes. But there's a really great story that I read a while back, and I heard a while back, and it was a daughter. She just turned 16, and oh, cool, my clicker. And she really, really wanted a Porsche for her birthday. This was like her dream. She wanted a Porsche 911 for her birthday. And she didn't know if she was going to get it or not, but this was her dream. She was hoping. She was even telling her friends and her family. Of course, she told her dad and mom, too. And her birthday came, and she opened up her gift. And when she opened up the gift, it was the keys with the Porsche logo on it, everything, and she went crazy. I mean, I can't believe it. She ran to the phone. She called her friends. You're not going to believe it. I got a Porsche. I got a Porsche. I got a Porsche. She called her grandma. Mom and Dad got me a Porsche. She's going crazy. So excited because she got a new Porsche for her birthday. Now, stop just a second and let's think about it. She didn't even have the Porsche yet. All she had was the keys. But she knew, because of the relationship with her father. She knew because the promise was going to be fulfilled, that even though she didn't have the car was not there yet. It was being delivered. There was no car in the driveway. There was no car outside. It was being delivered in the weeks and months ahead. But because she had the key, she knew and she believed that the car was there. And I kind of feel like that's this moment for many of us, that we know the vision of Daisy and where we're going is so incredible. We know that our dreams is on the other side of us reaching these goals together. And there's some people that maybe won't get excited until they see the Porsche in the driveway. And I got news for you, ladies and gentlemen. The Porsche is coming. It's on its way. And for those of you who are here because you're willing to believe in how powerful what we're doing together is, and you believe in this journey, and you believe that these promises are coming, congratulations to you, because that puts you in a whole nother category of leadership. So give yourselves a round of applause, and let's get excited about what is happening right now in Daisy. So there is nothing more important this year, today, this week, this month, and in the future of Daisy. Nothing more important as it relates to our offerings and what we do and what we have. Nothing. There's no future for this project. There's nothing ahead of us for this community. There's no event next year. Unless we rock and shock the world with the most powerful trading performance and results that the world has ever seen. And how many of y'all agree with that? That the moment we see this thing go to the next level in the trading results, we are going to be the most powerful, fastest growing project that the world has ever seen. Do you agree with that? I don't think, as excited as I am about our next project, we're going to talk about that tomorrow. We're going to do a presentation, and what we're doing next is going to be a multi-billion-dollar project that's going to not just shock our industry, but it's going to shock the blockchain world and the world as a whole. In my opinion, it's the biggest thing that any of us have ever been a part of. That's what's coming next. But we cannot step into what's coming next until we fulfill the promise and we deliver the momentum and the results in phase one. And how many of y'all 100% agree with that? And this is it. This is where it's at. I hear an echo. Hello. We flew out to Israel a few weeks ago because this was the most important issue on the table. There was nothing more important than the conversation that we had to have and the focus that we have had to put into working with Endotech and empowering Dr. Anna and her team to go do what her dream is to do. And you know what her dream is. Her dream is not just to have one good year of a whole bunch of people coming on board. And her dream was not just to create a short-term hype story. Her dream is in alignment with our dream. She and her team and us together are building a multi-billion-dollar company with Endotech, and we know where Endotech is going. And that ought to excite every one of you, because you, as a Daisy member, have equity in Endotech, and as a pace setter and pace setter leader, you have additional equity in Endotech. And I'm telling you that the dream that began a year or so ago with Daisy, this week and coming out of this event, we're stepping into our next chapter together. So I want to make sure that we're all on the same page. I want to make sure that this is really what is most important. So one more time, I want you to just think about it a second. I want you to think about what's going to happen in your business and in your community and your teams and your network when we start seeing the most profitable trading results in the AI that anyone in this industry has ever seen, and it's 100% real. One more time, if that's the thing that's gonna light the fire in your Daisy business, if that's the thing that is missing right now for you in your business, and we're gonna deliver those results starting today. If that excites you, one more time, let's give it up for the vision of Daisy, and let's give it up for where we're going together. So if you guys can pull the first slide up there, just the Daisy slide with the Daisy logo. I don't want to go to slide 2 yet. Yeah, right there's good. Where'd I put that clicker? Oh, yeah. Reminds me of a story. There was a husband and wife, and my wife's over here, by the way. Say hello to Umida, my better half. She's from Dubai, and so we love coming here. This is home for her in many ways. But there's a husband and wife, and they were laying in bed one night, getting ready to go to sleep, and all of a sudden, the wife feels the husband's hand touching her arm, and she looks over. She goes, "Okay." A few more seconds goes by, and she feels her husband's hand starting to reach around her. And she goes, "All right, baby." A few more seconds goes by, and she feels her hand on her leg. And she goes, "Oh, tonight's the night, huh?" And he looks at her, and he says, "No, baby, I was just looking for the remote." I found the remote. You know, in life, challenges make us. I'm going to tell you, I'm just going to share a little bit. I'm going to put this down for a minute. I want to share a little bit of why I believe this is so important and where we're at right now. Now, we'll come back to the slides in a moment. You can keep that up, though. It looks good. I want you to say this with me. Let's say this together. Say, "I did not come this far to just come this far." And I'm not talking about your flight to Dubai. I'm talking about your journey of life. I'm talking about everything you and I have been through in our individual journeys, and many of us together, and the journey we've been through. Let's say it together one more time. I did not come this far to just come this far. And I can tell you that is something that has burned. I know what that feeling is in life, to really go through some challenges. And I can tell you that for us as the founders in the past year, you know, so many ups, so many downs, and you know, so many challenges, and leading our own selves through that, our own mentality through that, and leading with the community of leaders through that. But I know what that means and what that feels like to say, look, I didn't, here's another way of saying it. I didn't go through all the stuff I went through. I'm talking about you and I, all of us together. We did not go through all of the stuff we went through in life just to go through it. There's another affirmation that I really think everyone should own in their own heart. And that is that everything I am going through, I'm going through because of what I've asked for. Let me say that again. Everything we go through, everything you go through, everything we go through because of what we have asked for. Because sometimes in life, there is a necessary journey, a necessary process to prepare us to be ready to handle with responsibility and to be ready to receive the things that we have in fact asked and believed for. And I believe that that represents the story of us as a community of leaders as well. That everything we've been through was a necessary part of the journey because of what we asked for. And let me tell you what I believe the universe is doing. Let me tell you what I believe is happening right now, because raise your hands and let me know you agree with this, that there's a whole lot of stuff out there, a whole lot of programs, a whole lot of projects, a whole lot of companies that quite frankly promise the world there's no transparency behind the scenes. It's not what they say it is. And when things get tough, those ships sink. Do you agree with right now in this industry that there are, you have to really have discernment. You have to really know what to look for, because there's so much hype. There's so much misinformation. There's so much manipulation that we have seen companies even grow very, very big, but they didn't have the foundation that allowed them to become legacy companies. They didn't have the foundation that allowed them to reach the millions of people for decades to come. And I believe that one of the reasons we have gone through the journey we have gone through at D.ai.sy is because we're getting ready to be lifted up and revealed to the world, in a sense, because D.ai.sy is 100% real. How many of y'all agree with that? And time in life, time will either promote you or it will expose you. When your life is built on solid foundations, on principles of truth and accuracy, and you have a heart for people, and you're doing and living for the right reasons to serve and to love, and you're moving forward, when you go through challenges, time will lift you up. Time will promote you. When the foundation is weak, when those things are not there, when all that, time will expose you. It will expose you. And I know that the journey we have been on together was a necessary journey to prepare us for the incredible task ahead, the incredible momentum ahead, and the incredible rewards that are ahead. Pain is a necessary gift that nobody wants. Right? Pain is a necessary part of life. It's a necessary part of growth that nobody wants. But it's in that journey that solid foundations are established. Edward, Ilya, and I want to make a promise to you, along with all of the Pacesetter leaders that we talk to on a daily basis that are part of every major decision that we make, because we're community driven. We want to promise you something. When we booked this Coca-Cola arena, we were coming out of the Pacesetter event in Dubai. Trading performance was going up. We were launching Forex that was supposed to begin in November and December. And how many of y'all, raise your hand, if you were at the Pacesetter event in Dubai, raise your hand. And how many of y'all felt the same thing at that event? Like, this is it, momentum's here, we're about to go to a whole nother level together. I was never more excited, more committed, and more ready to go all in my life than after that Pacesetter leadership event. And it wasn't easy the last 6 months. To know that we were in such a position of momentum and that things happened outside of anybody's control that created the challenges we went through together the last few months. And so we booked the Coca-Cola arena and we scheduled this event. Because we just knew. We said, man, this type of momentum, this group of leaders. I've been in this industry for 25, almost 30 years now, and I've never in my life been around a group of leaders like you guys that are here today, standing with Daisy, ever in my life. That's as real as it gets. I have friends of mine that are leaders in companies and CEOs of companies, et cetera. They say, man, what's the secret? How did you guys create such momentum? What's the secret? They're shocked. Even we're having an event because they well, Daisy's going down. We knew it wasn't going to last. People, on the outside looking in. How did you guys do it? I said, it's simple. I don't know if it's simple, but I said, there's one answer. And it's the leaders. It's the leaders that are a part of this team and a part of this family. It's you guys who recognize that we're doing something that has never been done before. And if we're even 50% right about where we're going, this is going to be the biggest impact movement that our industry has ever seen. It's because of the leaders. And so we went all in on this event. We knew. When we first opened this event, they said, there's a COVID restrictions, to how many people. I said, Coca-Cola Arena won't let you have 15,000 people. We're going to have 5,000 people, March 28th and 29th, 2022, at the Daisy Disrupt event. And we went all in. And then the challenges started happening. Trading results, just disastrous. From 120-something% down to 17%. And Forex didn't go live for 5 months. And all these challenges. And of course, the only people that are going to show up to an event like this under those circumstances are people like you and I. Right? So we talked, we discussed, we said, 500 people, should we find another venue? Make it smaller, we can make it whatever. And we made the decision that, you know what? Time will either expose you or promote you. And we believe that in the next 12 months, before next year's Disrupt or Daisy event, we're going to see more momentum than any of us have ever experienced in our lives, and we're going to put 17,000 people in this Coca-Cola Arena next year. How many of you can get excited and join us on that mission? Because we see it, we know it. We believe that Daisy is here as a gift to the world. We believe that it was an inspired movement, something that came far beyond just some quest for money or quest for success. The heart of Daisy, the driver, the DNA of Daisy and the Daisy community is much, much deeper. And so we have already made the commitment to the Coca-Cola Arena and to the production team that next year we're doing a global event and we're going to fill every single seat in this stadium. Because guess what, ladies and gentlemen, this journey, this process, it's made us strong. It's made you strong, it's made us strong, and most importantly, it's made us stronger together because we are locked arm in arm, and no challenge and no disappointment and no situation is going to stop us from where we're going, because ultimately, together, we have the power to move any mountain that we want to move, and we will not stop until we deliver what is inside of that DNA to deliver, till that vision comes to pass. And this weekend, ladies and gentlemen, is just the beginning of a massive wave of momentum and growth that we're about to see in the world. And I promise you, leaders from around the world, the story of Daisy is that these people don't give up. The story of Daisy is that these people somehow work miracles. The story of Daisy is that when every other company and deal goes down and they take the money and they run and there's casualties, Daisy is a movement where everybody wins, no matter what that takes. You cannot stop what is meant to happen. No one can. And there is nothing more powerful than an idea whose time has come. And so I welcome the journey. I welcome the challenges. I say, if this is what we have to go through in order to be ready for what is next, if we have to go through these challenges, if we have to hear this negativity, if we got to deal with these disappointments, then it better be worth it. And that's our decision to make as a community. And I want to tell you, on behalf of Edward, Ilya, and I, Dr. Anna and Dr. and Endotech, all of the Pacesetter leaders and Pacesetter goals that have been the backbone of this whole movement. We don't stop when we're tired. We stop when the job's done. And we got a lot of work to do together, and we got some exciting news to share with you this week. But how many of y'all agree that's all fine and dandy? That feels good. But at the end of the day, the only thing we need next, and how many of y'all agree with this? The only thing we need next is give us that trading performance. That's it. That's it. Give us that trading performance. We talked to Dr. Anna 3 weeks ago in Dubai with Dimitri and the whole team. We said, we promise you guys, we promise you whatever you have to do to get the best of the best people in here. Take the crowdfunding revenue that we have given you and put it to work by bringing the best of the best of the best together, because we believe in you. And if you will deliver performance, we will deliver you billions and billions and billions in assets under management, and we will bring Daisy to the ends of the earth. How many of y'all stand with me in that commitment? And so this afternoon, Dr. Anna, her mom, by the way, is not doing well. She's in the hospital, and Dr. Anna has actually been working out of that hospital room for the last 2 weeks, but she'll be with us today via video. And I'm going to share just 2 slides out of what she's going to be presenting this afternoon. But we got it. 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 I'm telling you, we are walking on clouds because we saw it. We saw it. We saw it. And it's there, and it's ready, and it's going live this week, and it's our time. You did it. You did it. You did it. We did it together. We came together a year and a few months ago with just a vision, and we said we can crowdfund this project. We can own equity, and we can have this incredible opportunity to have the most powerful, high-performing trading performance that anyone in the world has ever seen. And then we can bring that opportunity to the world. Now, that journey of development is only in the early stages. Now, we have much more breakthroughs to have. Dr. Anna shared with us, we believe that we're just scratching the surface of what our AI is capable of. But we got it. So let me show you just a glimpse of the couple of strategies that are going live. We asked Dr. Anna to test those strategies. I didn't really care about 2018, 19, and 20. That's great. I want to see it. But what I really care about is 2021, because we all know that last year was a tough year for our trading fund, right? And I wanted to compare the difference. So I took a couple of slides from her presentation. Now, let me start by saying that these real results that we're going to show you have zero compounding and zero leverage. This is literally the performance of the strategy with zero compounding and zero leverage. The lowest performing strategy is the beta strategy with the new AI. And that strategy produced 15% a month, 160% a year without leverage and without compounding. With just 2x leverage, which is very conservative leverage, we typically see anywhere between 2 to 5% leverage in the trading strategies. But with just 2% leverage, and not counting the compounding, which is exponential, that's 360% a year. With compounding, that's over 1,000% a year returns. The lowest performing strategy. The alpha strategy, which means it goes short and long and short, produced 226%. Almost 20% a month in performance. The Ethereum beta strategy, which is only going long, 545%. Y'all don't understand that. People are like, oh, that's what. Listen, yeah, you could be a high risk trader that puts your whole life on the line. If you lose your housewife, kids, and home, and get those kind of results. But to do this in the infrastructure of safety and security with low risk, high return, 2x leverage, that's over 1,000% a year with compound thousands of percent return on that strategy. And look at that alpha strategy, 739%. We did it, baby. Oh, I wish Dr. Anna was here because I just give her a big kiss and hug. Additionally, 2 more strategies, 282%, 320%, 350%, and 376%. One of those strategies is long-term strategies. The other one is more high-frequency strategies, trading more in and out on the 1-hour time frame. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know about you, but when these algorithms go live this week and over the days, weeks, and months ahead, we ride this into the next bull run of Bitcoin, and we see people's accounts doubling, tripling, quadrupling, just growing as a result of this AI. Ladies and gentlemen, the world is watching Daisy. They have been for a whole year. They're watching, they're waiting. They don't know if we're real or not. They don't know if the deal is real or not. They don't know if we got the strength as a community to go through it or not. They don't know. They're watching. They want to know. They want to know, what's this Daisy thing really all about? Is it going to be like all the other stuff that comes and goes, that disappears, that takes the money and run, and that bails when the times get tough? Or is this the community that says, we're here till the end because we have the power to make it happen? We know who we are. We are that community. what we're going to be announcing tomorrow, I'll be doing a full presentation tomorrow on the new Liquid NFT project. And we have, out of anything that we've ever done, I've never seen the response of the market the way we have with this Liquid project. And I don't mean in the peer-to-peer economy that we're all a part of, but I'm talking about in the institutional world, in the blockchain world. What we're going to be showing you tomorrow is the most disruptive thing the industry has ever seen. To combine an NFT with the ownership of your own miners and the breakthrough technology of liquid immersion that allows the highest performance of Bitcoin mining the world has ever seen. And to do it in an NFT model that allows you to access a smart contract with your Bitcoin revenue from the mining on a daily basis. We're taking multiple market trends right now and putting it into one situation. And the response has been crazy. Crazy. But we made a decision that we're not going to go live with that project. We're not going to ask the community to put $1 of new money into another project until we deliver the results of those promises. So I'm excited about April because I'm excited to see the performance of the AI. And I'm excited about this summer because I know that, number one, we're delivering on the promises of the past. And that's huge. And the truth is, we could just stay in that lane and become a multi-billion-dollar project. But I also know that once those promises are delivered, once everyone experiences those results in your back office and sees those numbers, sees those withdrawals, sees that residual income, it's going to give us the power to move into the future projects of DAISY. What makes this model so unique, some of the things that make this model so unique is, number one, in direct sales or peer-to-peer network marketing industry, typically you only get paid. You only make money when new money enters the system. What does that mean? So, for example, you only get paid if somebody buys something. And when they buy something, whether it's an auto ship or whether it's a reinvestment package or whether it's a starter kit, whatever different companies call it, when new money comes in, the people get paid. The disruption of DAISY is that you get to earn residual income on the old money that's already come in. For decades in this industry, we've said, build it once, get paid for life. How many of you have ever said that before in a presentation with some opportunity? Build it once, get residual for life. Well, that's true if everyone keeps ordering your milkshakes or your coffee or your vitamins, right, or whatever it is. But really, the truth of what we should have been saying in the industry all along is build it once and get paid as long as people keep spending their money. Is that fair? Is right? Is that accurate? So the disruption on a high level of the DAISY model, and it all hinges on this performance, is that ultimately you can finally build something one time and get paid over and over again. And we've seen it. How many of y'all remember back in August and September when the performance was starting to really take off and the uni-level bonuses started showing up in your back office? And I know the numbers. Wasn't nobody signing up for DAISY at that time. There wasn't new people coming in. There wasn't new money coming in, not a lot. Yet the pace setter leadership bonuses, the residual bonuses for pace setter golds and pace setter leaders, the unilevel bonuses for people that went out and started to build Daisy and had a group that they started to build, they were seeing residual income coming in even when there was no new money there. And this is disruptive. Now, the world doesn't know how disruptive that is yet. But in the days, weeks, and months ahead, years ahead, the world's going to realize this is the future of business and business modeling, where we're not just overriding what people spend, but where we're helping people make money, passive income, whether they ever share the opportunity, whether they ever bring in a new person or not, their money is going to work for them. And you get to have that lifetime residual income. And tomorrow we're going to talk about the next project in more detail because it stays in the same lane of disruption. The only difference is with the liquid model that we'll be announcing tomorrow and sharing details tomorrow, you're building a network of real assets. Not people spending money over and over and over again, but you're building a network of high-powered Bitcoin miners that are going to create new Bitcoin every single day for years to come, and you're going to be able to earn residual income from those assets. We're an asset model. It's an asset model. So tomorrow, we're excited. We're going to share some great stuff with you. It's going to be incredible. But today, we wanted to open up this event by letting you know that the crowdfunding has gone to work. Dr. Anna and her team have been working tirelessly, endlessly. We saw it when we were there, a team all around the world. She had a board in her room with pictures of all of the quant scientists and programmers and developers, her trading desk team, everybody. And every day, they're creating what has never been created before. An automated AI-based system that produces life-changing, or as Dr. Anna likes to say, financial breakthrough results. And we've got it, and it's going live this week. From there, as we grow, as we see the results, as it becomes real, we have many great things ahead of us as a community. But from our perspective as founders, and I think every one of you as leaders, the number one commitment is we deliver those results to the community and to the world first, and then we can go wherever we want to go, as big as we want to go from there. How many of y'all agree with that? Are you ready for that? Awesome. So, are we queued up? I don't even know what time it is. Are we queued up for the Zoom? Yes? Okay. He's ready? Huh? No, not before that. Is it? Before Rabu? Okay. Sorry, I had the schedule mixed up. So we want to recognize all of the pace setters that are here today. And this afternoon, we're going to have the pace setter leaders come on stage, and you'll be able to see them and hear from them as well. Throughout this event, you're going to hear from the top leaders. Every leader that we've invited to speak at this event has earned at least $1 million or more with Daisy, and they're real leaders. These are leaders that are locked in, have laid the foundation, and I got to tell you, I think that's another thing that is very unique about the culture that we have here at Daisy. A culture where our role as founders, Edward, Neely, and I, It's not to lead the marketing efforts for your business. It's not to tell you how it's supposed to be done and try to micromanage and control that. Our job is to create something so big and so real that you, as leaders, can come in and do what you know how to do in your country, in your community, in your leadership. See, we want that. We didn't want to be the ones that were responsible. We didn't want to control and be a centralized type of environment. We knew that if we could create something so big and so real and so profitable and be able to attract great leaders into this community like each and every one of you, you know how to do what you do. You know how to lead, you know how to build, you know how to present, you know how to do events. And we've been seeing it all over the world. Edward and Yulia went to Russia, and they had a Super Saturday event that the Russian community organized. Japan, we're preparing to go to Japan. In fact, we're going to be doing a global tour at the end of this summer where we want to go to every region, country that has leaders and groups, and we want to come in and support you to do what you do. See, we believe that it's better that the leaders create the momentum, control those things, create those things, and we just want to come in and serve and be a part of your team. We want to work for you so you can go out and do big things, and that's a very powerful component to the Daisy culture. I had one of the leaders come, we were talking earlier this morning, and she was telling me, listen, we do a weekly call. And she said, whenever we get the announcements from the company, whenever you guys do an update video or you put the announcements out, we take those announcements and we train on it. We train it. We teach them. We go deep. We answer their questions. We make sure that they get it. And I said, that's the Daisy model. The Daisy model is a decentralized group of great leaders who come together to make big and exciting things happen. And so we love that part of the business model. And so this afternoon, you're going to hear from, this morning and this afternoon, from some of the top leaders inside of Daisy. And leaders that have a heart for the people. Leaders that we wouldn't be where we are today if it was not for these leaders. And unfortunately, I didn't have time for every leader to be able to come and speak, but you are going to hear from the leaders this afternoon as we recognize them. And this morning, we want to recognize right now the Pacesetter Golds that are in the group. Now, let's real quick make sure everybody knows what that means. Pacesetter Gold means that in your first 30 days of Daisy, you personally referred 24 people and achieved 128,000 USDT in personal referral volume. That's why we called it Pacesetter, because it means that you're setting the pace. You're doing the work fast, not slow. You're setting the pace for your organization. And as a Pacesetter Gold, you have a lot of benefits. You have additional shares of equity. 5% of equity in Indotech is shared amongst Pacesetters. As a Pacesetter, you have your bonus pools every time somebody joins Daisy. A certain percentage in the smart contract goes into the bonus pools just for Pacesetters. Whenever somebody withdraws their rewards from the AI, a portion of those profits automatically go into the bonus pools on the smart contract for Pacesetters. A lot of rewards there. And there's a lot of reasons for you to, number one, be a Pacesetter. And number two, if you are a Pacesetter, there's a whole lot of reasons. A whole lot of reasons. That's me playing with money. A whole lot of reasons for you and all of us together to work together, all of us together to build Daisy to the next level. Because when Daisy wins, we all win together. And that's the model of the smart contract, and that's the way it was designed to be. That is by design. And so we want to recognize all of the Pacesetter Golds, and we're going to invite you. You're going to hear your name called. You're going to see your name on the screen. And as you do, we want to invite you to come up here and be a part of this. If for any reason we made a mistake and your name's on that list and you're not really a pay setter, please remain seated, because we want to recognize those who've really earned that. And B, if your name's not on that list and your name is not called, or if your name is mispronounced, we want you to still come on up here and be a part of this. Now, tonight, we have rented out my favorite restaurant and kind of club and lounge here in Dubai called the Buddha Bar. And one of my favorite places, I think maybe we spent 3 or 4 different Valentine's days there now. I love it there, out in the marina. We've rented the whole place out, buying dinner for every single Paysetter Gold and Paysetter Leader. And we're going to have a great time tonight from 7 o'clock to 10 o'clock, I believe is the time, and we're excited about that. So if you're a Paysetter Gold or a Paysetter Leader, make sure we're not providing transportation, so you probably want to leave your hotel by 6:30 p.m. at the latest. It's only about 15 minutes away, but traffic sometimes. And at 7 o'clock tonight, we're going to be at the Buddha Bar having an amazing time together. Today, when you come up on stage and you're recognized as a Paysetter, we're also going to give you your entry bracelet, which will allow you to be able to come in. They'll know that you're a part of our group tonight when you show up. So we close the whole place down, one of the #1 spots in Dubai. We close the whole place down. It's going to just be our community there tonight. We've got live music. We've got a show. We got a great time lined up for you. And we're going to celebrate together tonight the future of Daisy. So guys, let's get the recognition ceremony started. Edward and Ilya are going to come up here and join us.